Vitara Turbo this month and you'll receive a free Sunny Life Summer Pack worth over $750. Go get summer with Suzuki and Sunny Life. See your local Suzuki dealer.
Welcome to Tigers Talk. Anzac weekend. Great to see everybody out remembering the Anzacs across all grades. Gavin, Payne, obviously all the way from Cup, NRL, all the way down to the kids, and that was great to see.
Yeah, it was, mate. You know, it's always a big weekend, very important weekend for our nation as well as the New Zealanders as well. So, you know, good to see good support at all the matches.
The Tigers, thought they were going to, well, I had more confidence in scoring more, 6 tries a piece in the end there, but they got away with the win there. But yeah, it's a hard road here, but the Clydesdales would have been keen. Yeah,
mate, look, I think the Clydesdales are on an improving side, obviously a new side this year, as we'll talk about later. But, you know, you can only do so much as win, and whilst it wasn't a comfortable win, they continue to win the Cup, boys, and that's all you can do. Yeah,
they're in 4th position, actually win this weekend, and a couple of losses from other sides, because shoot them up into 2nd spot. We're getting ahead of ourselves. It's a TV game this weekend here down at Burleigh, and you talked to one of the most beautiful players in the side. Not Ben Leslie for change, Solomona Faataape.
Yeah, Solomona's very good, very successful as well. A couple of weeks ago, picked up a couple of tries as well, so he's blending in with the side quite well.
So here's Gavin Solomona.
Welcome back to Tigers Talk, and I've got Solomona Faataape here. Solomona, welcome to the show, mate.
Oh, pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
No worries at all. We'll jump straight into the game on the weekend. It was a sort of a must-win game for you. You know, Toowoomba aren't sort of up in the upper echelon of the competition, but it was probably a little closer than you would have liked.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously happy we still got the 2, but at the same time, they're obviously still trying to find their bit of stride in the competition, and they did come off a win last week, so I feel like they were very up for the game. And there was a point we led 20-4, and obviously by the scoreline we clocked off, and by the end we just won. But happy we got the 2, but against Burleigh this week we need to pick up our performance a lot.
Yeah, just watching the highlights of the game earlier, the big left winger caused a little bit of grief, the little 5'8" as well, looked like put a couple of nice little kicks through, so they were a bit dangerous all over the field.
Yeah, they definitely have talent, and if they can pull it together towards the back end, I feel like they can be one of those dark horses teams that you feel like you can beat them, but if you don't give them the respect they deserve, like we kind of clocked off, they can score points. So, yeah, for sure.
You're happy with your form? Picked up a hat trick the previous week, mate. So, how many hat tricks you had in your career?
Oh, mate, too many to count. Nah. No. I'm just falling on the ball. Like all the boys say, full credit to the boys. If they don't do their job on the inside, I don't score my try. So, I just fall on the ball. I'm just right place, right time, and still a lot to work on. But yeah, happy where I am.
Yeah. I think you're underselling yourself a little bit there. Right place, right time. You've got to put yourself in those positions to know where the ball's going and how you're going to get it to score those tries. So don't be too hard on yourself, mate.
Mate, I know for sure if I start giving myself some reps, the boys will get into me. So full credit to the boys always.
Well, you can blame me for giving you a rep. How about that? You mentioned Burleigh this weekend, so obviously another important game. They're always high-flying side. They're up there in amongst it. You guys are running 4th at the moment, and they're not so far away from that position either.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? What are you expecting this weekend?
Well, last year, funny enough, we were kind of in the same situation where we went down there, we were super keen, and they put 60 on us. So hopefully this year we just get to 2 and just put a bit of respect into that jersey and respect behind, like from us boys, that we don't want to go down there and get done by 60 again. So like I said, we got to make sure on our A game, because like Burleigh, you know they're always good and they're always strong. So.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you were here last year.
Yes.
A completely different squad from my understanding from last year to this year. Obviously still got a little bit of work to do with the combinations.
Yeah, so different. Obviously big clean out from the boys and from the coaching staff. But I'm enjoying with what the new boys have brought, and I'm enjoying my footy as well. I did last year, and I'm still enjoying it this year. And just playing outside of Jaxie, only playing outside of him for a couple of weeks now, and he's taught me a lot and still teach me now. So I'm very grateful for him and what he brings to our side.
Yeah, it seems to be a good mix of youth and experience out in that side as well. And with Matt as the new coach as well, bringing new ideas in, the future looks bright for the Tigers.
Yeah. So, for sure. Chosha brings a lot. And the new boys also bring a lot, like I mentioned. And I'm super excited for what's to come.
Looking forward to another hat trick from you this week. Thanks for joining us on the on Tigers Talk, mate. And all the best for the rest of the season.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Cheers.
3 great tries a couple of weeks ago from the big fella. Wouldn't be nice if you could do it again this weekend against the Bears?
Yeah, well, it's always good to get 1 try, mate, but 3 tries, I didn't do that too many times if I ever in my career. So, it's a nice thing.
I think I scored 3 in my entire career. But anyway, hey, the Colts got underway last weekend. A long pre-season. They came up against the Clydesdales and they really went the full 70 minutes, didn't they? Yeah,
they did. They had a good lead at half time and they went on with it from there. You know, those boys would have been very excited to get out on the paddock as well, and good on them for a good win. Congratulations to Glitto on his long preparation also, and all the best for going into this week.
Yeah, they played 11 o'clock here at Totally Workwear Stadium. Caught up with their halfback in Jake House, and here's what Jake thought about running out here. Well, after 17 months of pre-season training, the Colts, Hastings Colts, got out in the park here with their halfback Jake House, mate. Long pre-season, mate. You probably look a lot younger when you started pre-season than you do right now.
Yeah, it was a massive pre-season, definitely the longest pre-season I've been a part of, and probably most of the boys as well.
Any extended time with Mark Liddon is always a burden on anybody's psyche, just saying. Hey, listen, Clydesdales, you knew it was going to be tough. You could have put the cue away at half-time. You were leading 22 points to 4, I think, but you went on with it, which would have been pleasing for Glitto.
Yeah, that was one of the things he spoke about in the sheds. It was not going away from our game plan, sticking to what we wanted to do, and put a good score on, score some points, get some confidence up in the group. That's what we did.
How did it feel the first 10 minutes? Because like I said, it was a long pre-season. Was everybody trying to get the footy? You know, was everybody calling out to you, I want the footy, I want the footy?
The boys were definitely very keen, but we definitely kept our composure, and our middles, they set a real good platform for us and let us halves and backs play off that.
In the past, the Colts have tended to start slowly in the first 10 to 15 minutes, but in this instance, obviously you came out of the gates firing. What did you do just before you came out?
Honestly, we just tried to back our systems, back our processes. We've had that much time to train what we needed to do, so we knew what we needed to do to go out there and get the win.
And it's great to see Glitto's give you plenty of cliches too, mate. That's outstanding. You've rolled out so far. Hey, listen, this weekend you're up against the Bears. Now, the Bears had a bye last weekend, so they're extra hungry to get out there.
Yeah.
You're playing, I think, at 11 o'clock again or something crazy like that down at UAA Stadium. The Bears, you want to get away. What you've done last week, you don't want to lose against the Bears and be 1-1.
Yeah, the Bears will come out. They'll definitely be keen, especially playing at home over the early morning start. You know, the boys might be a bit tired, but hopefully we'll get up for it and put on another good performance and keep that confidence rolling in.
Last weekend, 11 o'clock, here, Totally Workwear Stadium. How did it feel to be out in this great, Coliseum, if you will? Did you enjoy running out there?
Yeah, it's real nice, isn't it? We've been looking forward to come out here and get a home game in. Had a good crowd on due to that Malmaninga grand final, and it's good to get the win at home.
Mate, you're part of the Colts here, and I've got to say one thing, mate. You've got a better moustache than some of the 30-year-olds that are running around in the Hostplus Cup. Just saying, so they could do a little bit of work there. Mate, how did you become a Tiger?
I did my ACL last year, so I missed out on all my rugby league and was playing a bit of school footy in rugby union, and did a little bit of stuff through the Storm system, which got me linked up with the Tigers through that connection.
Terrific. Rugby union, where did you play there?
I played at Nudgee College.
Yeah, what position?
Fly half.
Okay, number 6. Number 10, I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
All right, so and your kicking game, how did you like your form last weekend, just quickly?
Our kicking game, that's one of the things that we need to work on, definitely, and I think we're going out now to put a bit of work in that, and definitely, hopefully we improve that.
All right, put Glitto's face on that steed and you'll kick it a mile. Thanks for your time, buddy. For the Colts, and he's looking delicious there as Jakey House, but they don't want to win that one away and then lose one at home and lose one away.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Obviously, they've started their journey and they'll continue on.
Speaking of winning away, look, this Didn't surprise me they won, but it was just such a grind here for the B&B Premiership girls to go up there and have a good win against the Capras, mate. That was outstanding, and their season's still alive. They've got a pulse.
It was an away trip as well,
Yep.
so that makes them stand in better stead as well. So, they're away again, I think, this weekend, and we'll see how they go.
Who'd you catch up with?
I caught up with
Eloise.
Eloise Vunakece. Yep, so lovely. Welcome back to Tigers Talk. I'm here with Eloise Vunakece. Welcome to the show, Eloise.
Thank you.
I know that get a little bit of your background shortly, but I wanted to introduce you as joint club captain. I understand you're a little disappointed with the other club captain who may not have shown.
Yeah, my team my other half didn't show up. I think he's coming a bit later. He's a pretty important man, the old Bennett Leslie.
Yeah, I was going to say, name names, don't,
Yeah.
don't be shy.
Oh, I won't, don't worry.
Now you're out injured at the moment. Tell us a little bit about how you came to the Tigers and what the problem is that you're struggling with at the moment.
Yep, so I just had double ACL surgery. So I tore my left ACL maybe like 8 years ago playing union down in Sydney, and then just left it and then tore the right one last year playing up here. So I just decided to get them both done at one time and get it out of the way, and so I should be back maybe next year, hopefully.
Yeah, so
yeah, if I can make it back.
A bit of a road to recovery. How's the recovery going? How's all the training and all the work that you've got to do to get back onto the field and not being able to play?
Yeah. Look, it's a lot, but it's good. It's going well. I'm running again, so that's a plus. I would like to get a game in before the end of the year, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. It's a slow process.
Talking about your season, it's down to a knife edge at the moment. So the girls are running 5th at the moment. Desperately need a win over the Bears on Sunday. I need other results to go your way. Yeah,
so I think we need a win over the Bears, and I think win them to possibly lose, and then we'll be in, I think. So.
And that's the beauty of, well, not the beauty of, but having the draw earlier on sort of helps that, so that you're in an odd number of points as well.
So it'll be tough. It'll be really tough, but looking forward to a good game, I think.
And Wynnum have got the side that you played last week, or the side that the ladies played last week, obviously, and that was a nice win for the club. Yeah, it was. Yeah, the girls played really good. It was a bit scrappy at times, but a win's a win. So yeah. Of course it is. So going forward, assuming you make the finals, who's the biggest threat?
Well, I mean, who is it? Not Tweed. Souths are on top of the ladder, I think. Yep. Look, at this point, it's literally anyone's game. Like, we had a pretty tight game, close game against Magpies at the start of the season. And, I think with this comp this year, it's literally anyone could win. Anyone can beat anyone on any given day. Really, definitely.
Eloise, look, we'll wind it up there. Thank you very much for your time.
No worries.
Really hope that the recovery continues to go well, and we'll see you on the field. Perhaps not this year, but we'll do some cheering for you and see you next year. Hey?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Yeah, frustrating to be injured, isn't it, Gav? Eloise, but she's determined to get back out in the park here. You can see the determination there.
It is, mate. She's moved up from down Sydney a couple of years ago and had a couple of recos as well on knees, as she mentioned. It's heartbreaking. It's hard to overcome, but she's doing all the right things, and she'll be back next year, bigger and better than ever. Yeah,
she's not kicking rocks. Not that she can. Only kidding. But yeah, good on her for turning up. I caught up with Portia Bourke. She came home from the Valleys, the IHards, who actually were their competition finished over there, so they come to the Tigers along with Jamie Lee Lewis. Portia Bourke wears the number 4, outstanding player. And look, here's Portia talking about what it's like to be a Tiger and what the trip was like up north. They talk about the fantastic 4. This one's got a fantastic 4 on her back. It's Portia Bourke. She plays for the Brisbane Tigers. Portia, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Well, yes, good, thank you. Welcome to the Tigers, formerly with the Valley Diehards.
Yes.
You come across along with Jamie Lee from the Tigers, among other players. What brings you over here with the Brisbane Tigers, the B&B Premiership opportunity?
Yes, definitely. Obviously, last year Valleys wasn't in the comp for BMD, so we obviously had to make a hard decision between clubs, but when I spoke to Adrian, he felt welcoming and inviting, so Tigers was definitely the easiest option to choose when coming across the BMD.
Yeah, nobody says no to Adrian Vowles. If they do, there's a blue tarp and the shovel in his back of his car, and that's the last you'll see him. But anyway, listen, last weekend, let's talk about the game. You had to go up against the Capras. You had to win this game of footy. It was a defensive game from both sides, 4-4 at half-time. What was said by the great man at half-time?
Just patience and communicate, and let's calm the game down. Focus on what we know, which is 1%ers, and just bring it back to our game and what we know. Yeah.
Your fellow back, Coolwell, scores 3. Very handy tries.
Yes.
Obviously the kicks weren't great, but that was a great win. Considering you had to go away against the Capras, how did you feel on the road up?
It was good. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I felt like it was nice to get away with the girls like that. We actually bonded a lot more. And it was good to know everyone on the road, like through the tiredness or whatever. So yeah, it was very nice. It was good.
So tiredness on the way back, not on the way up.
Oh, on the way back.
On the way back, no doubt. Well, good win against obviously the top, one of the top sides. You're up against the Bears. The Bears have probably won 4,000 premierships. It doesn't matter because it's a game that you guys need to win.
Yeah.
And I think the attitude you took in against the Capitals was, well, if we win or lose, it's out of our hands.
Yeah.
But this one here, you can make the Seagulls sweat because they'll probably know the result before the end of your game. So how do you feel about that? Yeah.
It's exciting, but also nerve-wracking. It's definitely exciting for the Tigers girls this year because this is probably the strongest team I think we've had. And obviously being a part of it is very exciting. So having that opportunity to make semi-finals would just be amazing for the club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
UAA is where you're going to go down to Burleigh. You're going to take on the Bears.
Yeah.
You can win away from home, so that shouldn't be a problem for you guys.
No, exactly. Well, we did on the weekend.
Yep,
so
exactly.
Yeah,
All right.
it'll be good.
Adrian Bowles is the coach. He's obviously a very smart man. He's a very intelligent man. He's actually a descendant of Lex Luthor, the most evil criminal man might ever to grace the earth here. But listen, with Bowsey, he believes in you guys. He's also very, very passionate about the women's game. How have you felt with them, not just the enigma, but the actual way that man coaches? It's actually outstanding what he can do.
He is definitely unique. He's very patient with the girls. That's one thing I know is he'll be watching. He definitely is like a Wayne Bennett. He steps back and he watches, but he is very patient with us girls, which means a lot because it just takes obviously a different kind of character to watch, not say anything and step in when it's time.
It's just the same guy you're talking about, the Adrian Bowles that I know, the most impatient man behind the steering wheel. But anyway, see how we go. Listen, good luck this weekend. Welcome to the Tigers. You're obviously you are an explosive player on that right edge. I've seen you score a lot of tries there in the number 4 jerseys. No reason you can't do it against the Bears this weekend.
Right.
It's you against them. Worry about your game. You'll get the chocolates and the Seagulls. Well, see what comes up.
Exactly
but what a great season and welcome to the Tigers. We'll see you next week. Good defensive set there by the 70 minutes there by the girls, but they've got to do it again this weekend. The Bears, they've won a lot of premierships. They've got to win. The Tigers, the Seagulls have got to lose, but they can only do what's in front of them. Well, first things first, mate. They just got to win the game, and once they do that, then it's out of their hands, and they just got to wait for the result of the Wynnum game. Yeah, and if they win, I think even if they won the premiership, how would it be to see an esky tipped over Bowsey's head? I mean, that shine, you can see that from space. You reckon? Yeah, you see a lot of things from space, but no, not Bowsey's head. But anyway, hey, listen, this weekend, it's all 3 games are going to be played down at Toby Workway Stadium, at UAA Stadium. And it's the KO game, so if you can't make it down, then get down and watch the Tigers. Hopefully, get a win and keep their place in the top 4. Absolutely, looking forward to it. Just a quick one, mate. Your reunion still going on? All systems go. I've got a couple of slackers still to try and catch up with. I've spoken to all the boys now, so I'll get on to CEO Brian Torpey and we'll get the final plans in place. But it's hard to get those weekend releases, isn't it? 10th of June, mate. Should be a beauty. All right. Tigers Talk again this week, and so enjoy your footy this weekend. Get out and support the Tigers. If you can't get down to Burleigh, watch it on the box, and we'll see you next week. See you. See you, mate.